are trying to work on some water issues we're having here at the farm. Now, hey, dogs think they need a drink. You know how those deals can be sometimes. We have made our mind up. If it's not quite what we want, we're just going to get in the truck and drive home. Building, quote, kind of off-grid. They're 2,500 gallons, completely full. Well, guys, welcome back to Red River Living. Another busy day here. Guys, we're about to take a road trip. We are trying to work on some water issues we're having here at the farm. So Jared has found us some water tanks and we're going to about to take us a little road trip. So y'all just hang out with us here.
Use the right lane to take exit 115 onto I-240 East and US 62 East for Fort Smith.
Well, guys, as you can tell, we are on the road right now. We are just coming into Oklahoma City here and fixing to run around the south side here on 240. Jared has been doing some research for us and trying to find us a deal. We've been having some issues on the farm and really nothing we've talked about a whole lot, but been trying to figure out a way to solve some of these issues. So Jared was on Marketplace and found us a quote, a deal of a deal. That's yet to be determined whether it's a deal of a deal because we haven't seen them yet. You know how those deals can be sometimes. We have made our mind up. If it's not quite what we want, we're just going to get in the truck and drive home. But anyway, guys, we're on the road today, and I think it's about 3.5 hours up here to Dustin, Oklahoma, where we're headed. We're going to talk a little bit more about this, the issues we're having on the farm, and how we're working out a way to solve some of these problems, and give you some things to think about for when you're starting a project, what you might need versus what you actually do need. We got another hour or so here on the road, and hopefully we'll make our destination. We keep getting directions, guys, but he dropped us a pin and now we're headed down the gravel road. So there's a dog right there. We'll have to slow down for that. We can't afford to hit nobody's dog. Well, guys, we've made it up here to Oklahoma, to where these tanks are. Gentleman here is going to help us get them loaded with a backhoe. So quite the trip, and coming off the road. We'll have to do a little bit of video maybe driving out of here and just show you what it was like, but remind us a lot of Mississippi, guys. But anyway, we're going to get to going here and get these strapped down. just big. It's not that heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just bulky. I think it's 91 inches wide by 91 inches tall, if I believe it. You got that one figured out quickly, huh?
Go ahead. You're good?
Well, y'all, we've got them up on the trailer, got them rolled over onto their side. Now we're gonna get the straps out and get them strapped down for the trip home. Y'all seen where we went out and got to purchase our storage tanks? And what we're doing right now is trying to give y'all a rundown on why we're doing this. What I have done here, as you can tell, the water is running here in the background. I've turned my water on and I've let it run until it got all the water out of the pipe. And right now, this is what the well is making here. So what I'm about to do is use my phone and time what we're going to try to estimate about what we think we're making per minute here. So the well has run out. Now it's just what the well's producing right now. So I'm going to hit start and set this down here. And we're going to see how long it takes to make 5 gallons of water here. I've marked the bucket. I kind of measured this in the house to where we would know about what it's making a minute here. And here you can see that we are at 30 seconds and we are not quite half full, I don't think. But this is what the well is making per minute. And what we've learned, hey, we put the wells in and we were making enough water to run the house. And I pretty much shut the water off at a minute and I'd hit the phone about 3 seconds later. I'm gonna set this up here on the patio where it's level. And guys, we are basically making about 5 gallons a minute here out of our well. For just house use alone, that's about enough water. But once we turn a faucet on outside or try to run the washing machine and shower, washing machine, run the dishwasher, we just don't have the volume of water we need. So in talking with our well guy, the solution to this was to go and purchase these tanks, set the storage tank up, because if we're making 5 gallons a minute, that means we're making 300 gallons an hour. If y'all follow me there. And at 300, now hey, dogs think they need a drink. At 300 gallons an hour, hey, in 10 hours, we can fill our tanks up. So we would have a supply of water. So guys, we got in late last night. We couldn't recap this. So this is our solution for volume of water. We're going to set these tanks up on our well houses, fill the tanks up, and then pump from here to give us the volume, because we'll never use probably more than 10 to 12 gallons a minute. And with our pump kicking on and working, that'll augment that to where we're not using as much water. But the tank is our solution to where we can do multiple things We have enough water to maybe run one thing, but for us to do, hey, for you to be watering the grass and try to take a shower, that we just can't do that. Or the cattle trough kicks on and you don't have enough water to wash dishes. So this is going to be our solution to that, is installing these storage tanks to give us the volume of water we need. We've got the guy that did our wells. He already knows how to do this. This is not something that I'm very familiar with, but our well guy is very familiar with this. His family, he's got a brother that's set up on a system like this already. So he is going to come out in the next day or two and start working with us on how we're going to set these up, where we're going to locate them at, what's the best thing for us there, guys. So stay tuned with us. We're going to show the installation of these, and as much as we can, we're going to try to show y'all what parts you would need to make this happening. Be able to give you as much information as possible. Just understand, this really is one of those projects I think I'm going to be a little hands-off on. I don't know how much hands-on I'm going to have with this project here at this time. It might be something I just have to kind of turn over to the contractor and just let him do that. But anyway, guys, I hope this is something to be informative for you, something to think about if you're building, quote, kind of off-grid, or you're going to have to be on a well system. Hindsight, you know, we just drilled a hole and, hey, we had water, so we went with that. Hindsight on that is we should have drilled more than one hole in the ground to see if we could have tapped into a better water source there. Don't know if we would have hit better water or not, but it might have been something we should have looked at, is trying to drill more than one hole just to see if we could have hit better water on our property. We have good water, we just don't have the volume that we need between the house, the gardening, the chickens, the cows, the yard. And some of that falls on us in our trees and stuff that we've started planting. So we just saw the need for more volume, and this is going to be our solution for that. So guys, these are our tanks. As you can see on the side of them, they're 2,500 gallons completely full. I think they're supposed to hold 3,000 gallons. Guys, as always, we appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.